Acting courageously. In our culture, this evokes the image of lion-hearted heroics in the face of daunting odds. Think of a firefighter or law enforcement officer or a movie hero, even Superman. Most of the time when we think of courage, it becomes a male-dominated virtue. What we fail to see are the small acts of courage of much more subtle human nature, less dramatic, but also of a courageous sort. This is where women show up. For women, oftentimes, courage is a quiet force. There are countless small acts of courage that happen that never will show up in the bravery department. They happen every day. What is easy for one person to do may take a huge amount of courage from someone else. And if we don't acknowledge our own steps into courage, if we don't identify our own actions as having required courage from us, then we will never have the pleasure of knowing that we expanded beyond our comfort level into a place that required us to go beyond. That is, in fact, the kind of courage that we bring every day. Acting courageously also involves risking. There are the chances not only of winning, but of losing. There is the chance of being embarrassed or achieving something of a very high value. What do you do in the face of circumstances that require courage? I'm talking about racism or bullying or harassment. How do you face those? Here's where a person, a leader, stands alone, steps up, and tells their truth, and challenges the status quo, perhaps. A person throughout life develops a sense of what is the wisest course, sometimes speaking out, and sometimes walking away. Every leader needs to evince courage at some point along in their journey. That's why it is so important for us to find our voice. And by that I mean learning that it is okay for us to stand up and speak our truth. Because if we don't, then we are denying the authenticity that we work so hard to achieve. I love the quote by Marianne Rademacher, who said, "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's that little voice at the end of the day that says, 'I'll try again tomorrow.'"